Time to crack open one of these bad things.
Oh,
Hey,
is
maybe
that a
get some more
Zoa?
sleep. What are you cracking open, dude?
A fucking Zoa.
A Zoa?
You said that kind of weird.
Zoa.
That's how you say it.
That's how you say it.
How do you say it?
Zoa.
No. That's actually
That's racist.
incorrect and racist that you said it that way.
So
Yeah.
so it's spelled ZOA, and me saying Zoa is incorrect.
Wrong.
Okay.
It's Zoa.
Okay, here.
You have to say it, like a Samoan would.
Okay, let me try. Zua.
Wow.
That was even worse, actually.
That
Was that
even whiter than before.
Yeah.
What did I do wrong?
You sound like Walter Cronkite.
Who's Walter Cronkite?
Exactly.
Time to break open one of these bad boys.
Zoa sponsored.
It's Go Max Plus time, dude.
GMP Zoa Go Max Plus time.
Fuck it, let's get...
Oh,
Can I have 3/4 of that?
No, dude.
ASMR. You're gonna drink the whole thing on the show, right? I mean, like right now,
If
right?
you can drink that whole thing without burping right now, I'll give you $500.
$500?
If you
Try.
can drink the whole thing without burping.
And go.
It's cold.
Yes, and dude. That was one sip.
Yeah, I'll give you $2.
Every fucking week, new movies get released. How does anyone ever see these? There are too many movies.
I hit the snare so effortlessly.
Here's
and
the
easily.
thing. You never even try?
Hit it again. I'll hit the fucking snare.
Okay. Nope, you were off.
I
wasn't.
I was on that time.
Not my tempo. Hit it
You were
again.
off.
It's so easy.
You were late.
What do you? I was not.
You were late. Run it back.
Were
Not
you
my tempo.
rushing or were you dragging?
Not my tempo.
That was right. See, it only took
I
you
did
5
the same
times.
thing. Oh, I see
only
this-
took you 5 times
the
to do one
psychological
beat
game.
right.
The psychological game you're playing, like J.K. Simmons in Whiplash, is to say I'm doing it wrong, even though I hit it right every single time.
No, you were wrong.
I know it.
And so was Miles Teller in Whiplash. He had to get better.
Okay.
So that's the.
Be better.
As a film school person, I'm surprised that you didn't get that aspect of Whiplash.
Let's hit it one more time. Every time I hit it.
The last 2 times were right. I will give you that.
Welcome to ThereAreTooManyMovies.
Barely.
Go Max Plus GMP,
Go
baby.
Max Plus, baby.
You hit that on X. Okay, there it is. Let's go, baby. GMP.
GMP. No.
For the folks at home, I don't know, you're of blood really, so you know what's up. This is the Discord fucking Patreon bonus exclusive 5-hit episode.
If you're listening, you're better than others.
That's a fact.
You can
donated-
spray paint that wherever you want. You can kill whoever you want.
Whoa.
It's part of. It's fine.
That's not fine.
We can be full on Joe Rogan on this episode.
Sure.
Full, yeah, we're not. This episode's not on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Oh, cool guy shit only. We should put on shades.
Yeah.
Anyways, for this episode of. Are you good?
Sorry, I thought I'd give the listeners something interesting to listen to.
Fuck you. Go Max Plus. Laughing at your own joke. Fuck you.
Me.
Wasn't that funny what I just did? Go Max Plus. We did Good Time. The Safdie,
shit.
The Safdie
Yeah.
Brothers anxiety-stricken movie.
And we fucking threw you fuckers for a loop. We said we wouldn't do it until the Saddie brothers made a different movie, a new movie, and then we would do this episode. But lo and behold,
But we lied to you.
we fucking gave you a curveball, right?
Sure, that's a breaking ball.
they like have no idea what we're talking about. They're like, sure, okay.
So you promised
What a
thing?
curveball.
Don't remember anything.
I think I only care about the surprise of revealing the episode.
Yeah, it's showbiz, baby.
It's showbiz, baby. We gotta leave them wanting more.
I'm the
Yeah.
Joker, baby.
I'm the Joker, baby.
So this week on this month, our bonus episode is on Good Time, the Safdie brother of Uncut Gems fame,
From Elara Pictures.
from Alar Pictures gang.
I'm a big fan, as you can tell by my hat.
Yep.
Chris actually isn't wearing a hat that has.
Do you want to do this game?
What do you mean?
Well, you're not
This
wearing
game-
a hat though.
You're not wearing the
that's-
Lara Pictures hat. Do you have one even?
Do I have
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I've got that and an A24 hat. What the fuck do you have?
I have 24 socks on, bitch.
Right now?
Yeah.
Let's see them, bitch.
My jeans are too. Hey, my jeans are too.
Oh, your
long.
jeans are too tight?
Yeah.
I can't get to your side.
Can't
Your jeans
do
are too
it,
tight?
man.
These are pretty baggy jeans, man.
They're too tight. I don't know what to tell you.
Still
Fucking
tight.
liar, dude.
I'm also wearing A24 socks. I feel like I should mention.
No one cares.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see them then. Psych, fuck you.
I'm too
no one cares.
tired.
You're too tired?
I can't even
Those
reach.
those boots
It's
are
like
high.
the table. I can't even reach that.
The
How
tiredest you've ever been.
I'm just like the tiredest. I've been.
Dude, whatever. All
right.
Anyways,
I like A24 more than you is the point.
the
And I love the Lara Pictures and the Safdie brothers
More than Chris.
More than Chris, certainly.
Do I need to go get my hat?
Do you even like
Do I need
anything?
do I like anything?
Yeah. How many times have you seen Arrival?
I own Arrival for the record, and you don't.
We established that I also own Arrival.
On what format?
Steelbook 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray.
He doesn't even have a 4K player. That's how much he cares.
You don't own any Blu-rays.
I own an HD DVD player from 2008.
You have a laser disc.
I wish.
HD DVD player. Remember those fucking stupid things?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's better than Blu-ray.
They only. You know what?
Whatever's supposed to be the better thing is the technology that's gonna die.
Absolutely.
Every
That's
time.
true. That's true. Sony endorsed Blu-ray, and that's the reason why.
You know what was
They won.
big brain?
What?
The discs, the DVD discs, the fucking flippity floppity, dude. Full screen,
Widescreen.
widescreen. That's when you go from 3-head to 5-head. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what was incredibly 3-head of me?
What?
I preferred the full screen version on all of those way back. In the
Well, that's
day.
4:3.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
It's-
not 3-head at all.
It's
We're
facts.
saying 3-head is widescreen. Oh, you want to see more of the picture? You need things
What are
to
you,
be.
dumb?
You want to see everything the director of photography intended you to see?
Photography director.
No, my bad.
That is silly. True 5-heads can interpret the rest of the frame.
What are you, a type of goofy, silly, wacky fuckhead?
Or are you a film school person?
Exactly.
Facts.
Turn it over, full screen, baby.
Full
Let's
screen
go.
4:3.
Turn
Let's go.
around.
Full screen
Every
4:3
now and then.
Full screen 4:3
for me.
for me. Good time.
Good time. There's no watch list for this episode. We've been watching stuff and whatever. Listen to other episodes for that. We're gonna get right into Good Time, the
Guys.
Safdie Brothers movie
Sadfie Brothers, man. This
Dude.
is my first Sadfie Brothers film.
that you saw.
Yeah.
I think this is their breakout.
This is the big one.
Yeah, because
How many others do they have other than...
They had one more before this. It's more of an. I mean, they're all very independent from the looks of it, but they had one more that was about crack addicts that they filmed crack addicts. Like,
Cool.
I need to see that. It's called Heaven Knows What, and I'm surprised as someone that loves
Soft white underbelly.
soft white underbelly, you haven't seen a movie about crack addicts.
dude,
Yeah.
beats me.
I bet next week on your watch list we will have Heaven Knows What.
I'd be down for that.
I would love to watch. Well, I wouldn't love to watch it, but I would
I'd
watch
be
it.
intrigued.
Yeah.
Love watching things about crack addicts.
And child
Okay?
abductions.
Yep.
Because I'm so far removed. I mean, like, people have claimed that I'm a functioning crack addict, which is false.
Who has claimed that?
A high-functioning crack addict.
Correct. I mean, a few people.
Okay.
Anyone can
said
claim
it.
anything.
I guess
You
So-
could argue it.
it's arguable.
Chris eats children.
You could argue it.
That's not arguable.
What do you
We've
mean?
Seen it.
Because it's
dude.
actually a truth,
How do you think I get this fucking beautiful skin?
What do you think semen is?
right?
Pre-kids.
Semen is just like really, really little kids.
It's a great
That's
moisturizer.
the highest form of pedophilia.
All right.
Sorry.
Okay. Soft. That's how the soft white
Fine.
underbelly got its name. Anyways,
That was gross.
the Heaven. Fuck you. So Heaven Knows What was their first like big independent movie that was at like South by So What or something.
South by Southwest.
Yeah, South by Southwest.
Confuse the Dallas Festival for the actual one.
The shitty Warp Tour ripoff.
Yeah. Well, get this, dude. Robert Pattinson saw a still from heaven knows what and immediately emailed the Safdie brothers.
Yeah, that's a fascinating story, actually. That's how
He just saw a frame and was like,
Damn.
I want to work with these guys.
he sent Safdie Brothers an email and was like, actually, no, I haven't seen the movie. And was just like, okay, well, you're a fucking lunatic, but we'll meet with you.
The Cedric Diggory of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire fame.
What?
That's who he played in Harry Potter 4.
Robert Pattinson?
Yes.
Did he email J.K. Rowling and was like, I love this book, can I be in it?
And she was like, yes, and also Dumbledore's gay. And that's when that happened.
She said that?
I mean, after the books came out and whatnot, when she was on Twitter and stuff.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Can we talk about really quickly the Safdie brother? Like, we've talked about their style a lot, where it's like just anxiety inducing and
Yes.
just fucking high octane thriller. Fucking, you're not gonna be off of the edge of your seat.
It's tight
at all.
butthole, the movie.
Exactly, but it feels in many ways like a documentary. That's how they film.
Yeah.
They all feel very real.
Their style is guerrilla style.
Yes.
No permits, fucking
Look,
real
quite-
people.
Quite literally, they'll get a permit for one section and then film over 3 or 4 blocks of that section.
Awesome.
They're like, yeah, fuck it. Like, we got one permit. You know
you know what
and we
the-
can just be like, whoops, sorry, we didn't know we.
Their motto for filmmaking is ask for forgiveness, not permission.
They seem like the modern day reincarnation of like that 1970s era of filmmaking,
Yeah.
where it's just like like where directors were seen as sort of like rock stars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and
It's like they thought they could do whatever they want.
And even like the film grain that they have in all their
it's all shot on film.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
legit film grain.
this is 35.
Yep.
This is shot on 35.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell yeah, dude. And another part of what makes it so fucking gritty, Benny Safdie, who plays the brother in this, he does sound. He runs the fucking boom mic the entire
Wow.
film.
He's also an editor.
Also an editor.
Fuck yeah.
That's fucking amazing, dude.
It's fucking sick.
Like, this is touched in every way by the Safdie brothers.
They're just like film school persons through and through.
Yeah.
Well
Film school
said.
peoples.
You know what I mean?
The film school bros.
Facts.
Film bros.
Alara, sponsor the podcast.
Ooh.
That'd be sick, dude.
They're like, fuck these losers.
I feel like they would like us, though.
Nah.
Me,
Can't remember the last time I said that sentence.
Me,
I
as,
think they'd like it.
me, an empath,
Right.
thinks they would like us.
Me, an empath, sensing my pregnant wife is in pain.
But okay, so their style is very documentary. It's very guerrilla. It's fucking like in your face, and all the shots are fucking close up and like almost out of focus at times. But then you pull it right back in,
Dude, all their movies are mostly out of focus.
Yeah,
It fucking bugs me.
but it's great though.
Yes, it
it's
is.
fucking
It's
great.
perfect for the context. Yeah.
You know what it is though, dude? You know what's the real fucking mood setter here? Music.
Facts. That weird fucking synth that doesn't belong but belongs perfectly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes, like, what is
Just
going
a
on?
dreary, fucking gritty, fucking vibe, god, dude.
Fucking
Vaporwave shit.
just fucking dream wave synthy
Just
shit.
taking a page out of Michael Mann's Thief, bro.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I can't recommend that film enough. And the fact that, okay, so just to go on a little tangent here, Michael Mann's Thief, really fucking well researched and all of these things. And Michael Mann's initial idea, because it takes place in Chicago, was to have Chicago blues over the whole fucking thing, which would have completely changed the fucking vibe of the film until he got to the editing stage where he's like, actually, let's have a fucking French new wave band compose the entire fucking film without a single instrument. I just want computers on this fucking thing. Synthesizers and, yep.
Interesting.
Tangerine Dream
Oh shit.
does...
They did GTA too.
They do all...
Vice City?
Yeah. They do all of the movie Thief.
Fuck yeah.
The first 15 minutes, I think, of Thief, there is not a single word spoken, just music, dude.
Damn, I need to see that movie.
It's hard as shit,
you
Chris.
haven't seen Thief?
Oh, have you seen Thief?
Yeah, I've seen it like A lot.
Pretending to see Thief.
No, I saw Thief. It's about a thief.
It's so
So
fucking
prove
hard.
it. Well, what's the one line from the movie Thief, you fucking asshole?
We gotta get the magic lamp back to the Chamber of Secrets.
That doesn't sound like Thief.
That is an entirely different film.
That's a different movie.
It's like a mix of Aladdin and Harry Potter.
I don't think that's what
It's
Michael
not
Mann's
Thief.
Thief is about.
That's a different type of thief you're thinking of.
Well,
Aladdin.
Aladdin is he's a street rat, according to Jafar.
Yeah, true, but you clearly haven't seen Thief.
Also,
so
I
let's just
saw
leave it at
Aladdin
that.
though, so which is basically that.
Not shouts to live action Jafar, not cinema.
Ben
Yeah.
Kingsley.
What?
Didn't Ben Kingsley play Jafar?
I mean, in the live action, I said.
Yeah.
No. I mean, directed by Guy Ritchie. What the fuck? What the fuck? What a dumb piece of shit movie.
Yeah, that was bad.
That movie sucked ass out of my butt.
Really fucking bad. Will Smith.
Out of my butt.
The other ass that was in my ass. That's out now.
Will Smith is the genie,
Thanks
dude.
to Disney's Aladdin. Sorry. Okay.
That was
That
bad.
movie sucked.
Yeah, it was bad. Thief, though.
Yeah.
James Caan learned how to break into a fucking safe for that movie.
Just the biggest for the movie, he says.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just for the movie, Mr. FBI man.
Yeah.
Dude, hard recommend.
I need to
But
see it.
The vibe of Thief definitely matches the vibe of this film.
Okay.
Of Good Time, and especially with the music. And the Saddie brothers just have that fucking vibe. They just get it, dude. Just cool, just cool as shit, dude. Like, what else can you
Yeah.
say, dude?
It's tough.
Shit's cool. It's wearing sunglasses at night cool. You know what I'm saying?
It's odd that their movies are like Uncut Gems is about a diamond dealer in New York in the brutalist culture, and it's like got synthy fucking weird dreamscape vibes.
Yeah.
Same thing here. Is Good Time is about a guy trying to get his mentally challenged brother out of a hospital / jail.
Yeah, jail.
And it's synthy dreamwave, and it's like, why does this fit? Why does this fit?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why does this somehow set the vibe so perfectly? It's like, it's this weird, like,
It's a filmmaker with a vision, dude. In this case, too.
they really are. But one thing I know, I really want to see Heaven Knows What, but the two Uncut Gems and Good Time are like, they're simple movies about people. Well, I wouldn't say they're simple movies. They're complicated clusterfuck anxiety messes,
Yeah.
but they always are a person going through basic life, but they seem like they have a higher purpose. Like the person in the movie, like Good Time, for example, he even has a line. Robert Pattinson said,
Where he's feeding that bullshit to that girl.
yeah, and he
Yeah.
goes, I think I have a higher purpose, and I think you're part of it. Something's going on here, and
Yeah.
that's where you're like, he is chasing something bigger than what's going on here. Where it's like, this feels like a spiritual journey somehow.
Yeah.
For some reason, but it's just a guy fucking over everyone in his path for the most selfish, narcissistic motives
I think
ever.
it's just delusions of grandeur. Like, he himself is a piece of shit person.
Yeah.
And he
but you're
sees those-
rooting for him the entire fucking movie somehow.
I'm only rooting for him by proxy of I hope his mentally challenged brother gets to be okay.
Right.
Honestly, this is the saddest fucking movie ever, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I was, like Uncut Gems, I was fucked up for a few days. Like, when I watched this, I was like, I do not feel well. Like, this is like the saddest fucking, like, it opens on him in therapy. The opening scene
Dude,
of this
Benny
movie.
Sadfi absolutely fucking knocks it out of the park, dude. He
Dude,
is so good.
He's so fucking good. And I had no idea when I first watched Good Time. I was like, I thought this person was mentally. I thought they
Yeah.
casted a person that
Right.
was mentally challenged, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, that's good for them that they like this. Like, it was so convincing,
yeah.
and it was so raw and real. And then to learn he's not only an actor, he's the half of the director duo.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fucking amazing.
It's fucking amazing, dude. And like everything about this movie is so authentic. Like even the therapist lawyer, whoever that is at the beginning, who's like talking to Benny Sadfi, that is a real fucking lawyer.
Believe the shit out of that. He's so convincing.
Yeah, I mean, you see that in all their movies. They street cast everybody.
Yeah.
Instead of going to like,
There are supposed to be movie stars in this film. Like Eric Roberts, for instance, was supposed to be the bail bondsman.
Eric Roberts.
They shot Eric Roberts of fucking Mr. Brightside fame. He was in that music video. Eric Roberts. He's also the
Knight.
Yeah, he's Maroni in The Dark Knight.
Oh, okay.
No, we just pulled up
Julia Roberts' brother.
We just pulled up a terrible headshot of Eric Roberts.
Fucking, he looks like Gary Busey there.
But he was supposed to be the bail bondsman, and they shot it and everything, and they were like, yeah, this is missing something. For whatever reason, they had to do reshoots, and he wasn't available. So they just used the bail bondsman whose store they were in.
That's so fucking awesome.
And his wife.
And his wife. They were like, yeah, can you just do it? And he's like, okay.
But doesn't the actor's interaction with real people come across so obvious in all the movies in the best way? Not in a bad way. Like, it's like when they're interacting, you're like, that's not an actor. And it just
it
plays
feels
into
more
the realism.
organic. Yeah.
Dude, in Uncut Gems, it's even more. Because it's like, it's Adam Sandler. We all know and love Adam
Yes.
Sandler. But him speaking to everybody around him in that movie, it's surreal almost. Because it's like, holy fucking shit.
And it helps you hold his character specifically to this sort of higher standard,
Yes.
like he holds himself to.
Exactly.
Dude, like the fact, like it just speaks to Adam Sandler and how he was so fucking robbed of an Oscar for that
Dude.
movie. By the way,
Big time.
that was like
it's fucking offensive that he was not nominated for an Oscar.
they'll
for
never
that.
give an Oscar to Sandman. It's just because of his roster of movies, but it's the fact that he fucking disappears in Uncut Gems.
Yeah, dude.
It is phenomenal, dude. It is
Dude, for one
mind-blowing.
line, for fucking, yes. Like,
Yeah.
just for that, Oscar.
Yeah.
Done.
Or when he's like trying to convince
You
his wife
expect
to
me
come
to
back
believe you. You expect me to believe you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Shit!
Yeah. Or just like when he's just like, say yes. Like he never shuts the fuck up.
Right.
Never lets anyone get a word in.
He's just filibustering everybody. Yeah.
Like the more he inputs, the less you can output.
Exactly.
Is that whole movie. And it's
and
like
that drives up your anxiety even further while you're watching it.
yeah, where it's like everyone's wrong. Like he's dude, like just scamming and scheming. But this isn't about Uncut Gems. This is about Good Times. So let's get back to that.
But
like,
Robert Pattinson, dude.
Fucking
Holy fucking shit.
incredible.
Like, he has like a beautiful mind for being a complete fuck up. You know? Like,
He's that classic example of a guy that could be useful in society, but just
and he even thinks of himself on a higher plane.
Yeah.
Like the guy that he accidentally takes out of the hospital, who's a piece of shit also, he thinks of himself as better than that guy. Well, it's like they're the same person.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm better than you. And like even they have that argument where he's like, no one's better than anybody. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's like, well, you're a piece of shit. You've been drunk
just
this whole
drunk,
day.
yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, dude, of all of the things that Robert Pattinson's done, being drunk is the least of his fucking concerns.
Right.
dude.
yeah, right.
He makes out with a
thinks-
fucking 16-year-old,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, dude,
just
it's-
to keep her from seeing his mugshot
Dude,
on TV.
Where they're like manhunt underway.
He's like, blah, blah, blah.
Did we see this in the theater together? I'm pretty sure we did, right?
I feel like we did.
When that happened, dude, like my jaw dropped on the fucking floor.
You just coil up. You're like, no, he's
yeah,
not.
like just like what the fuck is happening right now?
It's a nonstop series of events that you're just like, no.
Yeah.
Like the whole movie.
yeah. And it's like, it's almost sadistic that the Safdie brothers want to take you on that role.
Yeah, it's like
on that ride where it's like, here, come along, have fun, watch this man make a series of incredibly poor decisions for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And they're just like, isn't this fucking crazy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Dude,
they're so fascinating.
Any one bad decision could be its own movie, and they just keep compounding the bad ideas.
Yeah.
The scene where they're first in the bail bondsman's place, and like that to me is like the epitome of the anxiety in this movie is whenever like he's trying to get everything worked out with the woman that he's manipulating, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and
Who's amazing.
Yeah. And she's like, Mom, why are you blah, blah, blah? And like she's screaming at her mom, and then the bail bondsman goes, it's declined, and then like so many
all of
things
that,
happen
and then
all in a
calling,
row.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
dude, like,
Like you're watching that, and it's impossible not to be like,
yeah, she's calling. Why is the card denied? Like, there was like 5 layers of
Yeah.
like.
That's like masterful filmmaking. Like to set the tone of that movie with all of those things happening at once, because it's like any director, you like, who thinks to do that? You know?
Dude, it's
That's fucking masterful. That's their first big movie, and like they throw that scene at you in the first 10 fucking minutes of the movie.
dude. It's
Even the robbery scene where it's like they're not fucking like, get money in the fucking bag
not
right
Hollywood.
now. It's notes.
Yeah.
It's silent. It's a silent robbery.
And it's kind of funny
Yeah.
considering the masks and like the way like he's like
How obviously fake they are and whatnot.
like he didn't even bring a pen because he was like,
Right.
I didn't expect this to be a back and forth. So
Yeah.
so he was like, pen,
Yeah.
like, give me a pen, and then passing that, and then the fact that she goes off a camera, like into a back room, and it's just like, wait,
Oh, fuck.
what's going on?
Are we
Yeah.
just gonna stay here and get arrested?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, just the tension of all of that. It's
Dude, what a movie! And like everything was, even the micro anxiety moments of like that. For example, you don't know if she's going to the back to call the cops or hit a secret buzzer or whatever. Like, but is she going to come back? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
and she does, and you're like, okay. But even those like small victories aren't enough to untighten your butthole.
no,
You know what I mean?
And even in the car when the bag starts beeping.
you're like, no. You hear that one beep and you're like, no.
Yeah. Fuck. And then the entire car is engulfed in that ink or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Like, it's one thing to
so visually interesting. For them to be covered in that pink shit, like running down the street and
like scarlet lettered.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, it's so fucked up for him. Like, there's so many posters of this movie of
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson covered in the red, and you're just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is that? Like, he's in some shit, you know?
so visually.
And then the
interesting.
people in the subway are like, sir, come the fuck on.
Yeah.
And he's like, my brother's mentally handicapped, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're already.
Oh my god,
Like,
the banging on the door as he's
dude.
like trying to get him changed and
Just
everything.
it's unrelentless. It's just unrelentless.
yeah.
dude. Fucking shit.
It's like literally like 90 miles an hour the entire film.
Yeah,
Like there's
all
not,
gas, no fucking brakes. You're only rooting for these terrible people because you want to
Because there's no
unclench
one
your
else.
ass. There's
Yeah.
no one else, but you want to unclench your ass.
Yeah.
You're just like, please let this let this gamble win.
Yeah.
Because I need to chill out.
Right.
And even when things like get calm for a second, you're on edge because you're like, okay, when's the next insane thing gonna happen? Because you know it is, because that's
Yeah.
what the whole movie's been.
Yeah.
Another thing, dude, the Robert Pattinson actually studied this Brooklyn accent for months, dude. Like he would, so he took sections of the script and recorded people from different boroughs and had them read it out loud, and he would study those at night.
That's
before he,
fucking awesome.
Like went to bed, like just studied that accent to death, dude, and stayed in character the whole fucking time.
Nice.
Because they would often be shooting like out of nowhere. It's like, oh yeah, time to go to this location. Let's start shooting this now. And even the actors he was like playing off of were improvise.
Fuck yeah.
He's like, only Robert Pattinson and the directors know what's going on, like what needs to happen in the script, what needs to be said, and like just letting the other players just bounce off of him.
Even the guy that he picked up out of the hospital,
Yeah.
that guy was actually freshly out of prison.
Are you serious?
And his story was based on that guy's real story. That whole thing was based on that guy's
That is
real story.
insane.
Yeah,
That's fucking nuts. That guy's in Heaven Knows, or whatever that movie is.
Correct.
What's it called?
Heaven knows what.
Heaven Knows What.
I think that's what it's called. But yeah,
There- Go ahead.
I wanted to talk about, like, not only is this the ride, the crazy ride that it is of a criminal trying to just save his brother. There's that aspect of it, but it's not just criminals trying to get away. They had to throw in the mentally challenged brother who is put in jail against his will. He has no idea what's even going on.
Right.
Which
He's been
really-
manipulated by the main character.
which is like, it's so fucking deplorable. He breaks his mentally challenged brother out of therapy, by the way,
Yeah.
to go rob a bank. And then his brother gets arrested, and the rest of the movie is him trying to get him out. But you watch the opening of the movie, the intro titles are him getting arrested, put in jail, maced in jail,
Yeah.
beat up in jail. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
It's so fucking sad. I was like, there's something about, whether it be animal cruelty or something like this, where it's like when the character doesn't understand why something is happening, it makes
Right.
it way fucking sadder.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking disturbing.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's
Even the prison fight, particularly, where he's
Yes.
like, he's like, don't change that channel, dude. And he's like, oh, I want to watch
he
a different
didn't
show.
understand. And it's so fucking sad.
Man.
And they just, you got the fuck beat out of him.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so fucked up. And in that way,
Benny Sadfi is a fucking monster for playing that dude.
Yeah.
He was
fucking-
perfect.
he fucking committed to
Like,
that
that's
role.
so
I mean,
believable.
I'm talking to my grandma.
Yeah.
Dude.
it's so fucking sad. Which made the ending perfect for me. Even though it was like,
It's a sad ending and the happy ending at the same time.
It's the happy ending.
Yeah.
It's the ending that needed to happen. For
Yeah.
sure.
And I mean, we're obviously going to spoil everything for this, but like, Connie going to jail and getting that wrecking ball coming to a close, getting behind bars is the only thing that would stop him.
Yeah.
And like that ending song and the ending of him ending up back in the brother, mentally challenged brother, ending up back in therapy and like in a class, safe from his fucking terrible brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally.
was the only thing that like was both sad. It's like you get relief, but like you watch it, it's also tragic because he really did love his brother.
Yeah, and
which is fucking sad.
And the statement, like the game they're playing is cross the room when you hear something you agree with. And the thing that finally makes them cross the room is, have you ever been like tricked by a family member or something like that?
Really?
You know, have you ever had a disagreement with a family
Disagreement
member?
with a family member. And that's what makes
The
them
one
cross
thing
the
that-
room.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Dude.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like poignant because like he's sitting there like in the beginning.
Why am I here? Where am I?
Like in the beginning when he doesn't really understand the question and he's sitting in silence and he's crying.
Yeah.
Right off the first 5 minutes of the movie, I'm like, I hate this.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I
It's-
feel bad for him. I
How many times do you think you've watched this movie?
twice.
This is the second time?
Yep.
Wow, dude.
These movies are hard to watch.
They
man.
are. They are.
I mean, Uncut Gems, same thing. I've only seen it twice. I saw it once in theaters and I don't know why.
You did a rewatch.
I did.
Yeah, I remember
Tightened
that.
the muscles in my back and fucking.
Alex, what about you?
This was my second time for Good Time. Still only seen Uncut Gems once.
This is my third Good Time watch through.
It's fucking.
Showed it to Carly. Yeah.
Has she seen it?
That was her first time seeing it. Was the second
Thoughts?
time that I saw it.
Thoughts?
Not just now. I mean, it
Oh,
was
sorry.
years ago. But I mean, yeah, she thought it was good.
Okay.
But like how I don't know. Do you want to get to wrong people now? Should we just
Yeah. Let's.
should we just
Oh,
knock it out of the
God.
fucking
We
way?
obviously like this movie.
Can we talk about what I think is actually the most fucked up part of the movie?
Sure.
When they knock out the security guard and dump acid
Oh my
into his
dude,
mouth.
and the music changing at that point. Like it
Dude.
was haunting, dude.
Just fucking.
It was haunting, dude.
Waking up at your job on acid in a lit up theme park, getting arrested. Fuck, that
Dude,
is gnarly.
That's fucked up. But also gotta say, anytime that guy shows up, that movie's cinema, dude.
Wasn't he in Captain Phillips?
He's in Captain Phillips, cinema.
True.
Blade Runner 2049, cinema.
Yeah.
Good time. Fucking cinema is shit, dude.
Yeah.
Facts.
This guy is a fucking trademark for cinema.
for sure.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I forgot to write his name down, but yeah.
Dude. Before we get into wrong people,
Sure.
I wanted to. Well, actually, let's just do that. Let's do wrong.
All right. Let's check out some wrong people. Some people that did not like Good Time for whatever fucking reason.
People that want to have mental health.
We after like saying a lot of things that could easily be interpreted as a bad review, we were like, "This is scary."
Yeah, yeah.
All these terrible things, and
All right. Let's start off with May Abu Baki, who said, with movieswithmay.com, by the way.
okay,
Movies
yeah,
with May.
That's where I go for
Yeah.
all my.
Aunt May.
Yeah,
It tries far too hard to be rough around the edges, but it's rather devoid of emotion. Pattinson is good, but his performance never elevates the film. 2 out of 5 stars.
never elevates the film. The guy fucking disappears,
Rather devoid of emotion, guys.
dude.
Yeah, it kind of happens when you're playing a sociopath.
Well, dude, he lived in a Brooklyn basement apartment the whole time they were shooting this movie. Ate nothing but tuna to lose weight, by the way, and never took the trash out. And by the way, I think this movie was an escape for him because with hair and makeup and all the things they did and the dress, his outfits and stuff, he wasn't recognized in New York once.
Nice.
And you could tell when the Safdies met him, they said there's some sort of weird PTSD with Robert Pattinson from Twilight where he walks around like he's always hiding and he's walking around
Like he
ready-
doesn't want to be noticed.
Yeah. And they thought like
Because he's associated with such a non-cinema franchise.
basically, yeah, and well, you know, he lives in fame and all that, but like the burden, but like the to say he
That's
was
also
void-
us too. Please don't come up to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, don't talk to me ever.
Genuinely.
You guys are from Too Many Movies. I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're Josh from Too Many Movies. Holy shit.
You're like, oh, it's Alex from the movies.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, please just give me my privacy. I'm having dinner with my wife.
Cameras flashing.
Exactly.
Cameras flash. You can't go anywhere.
Can't go anywhere, dude. Gotta wear sunglasses everywhere I go. And I can't wear a hat either because I'm always wearing a hat. And they're like, oh, it's Josh. I'm like, fuck.
They recognize you in the hat.
In the hat.
So you
in
can't
my
even hide.
Laura hat.
Yeah. They're like, there goes the film school person, Josh.
Exactly.
So what a burden you carry.
Kind of a hero.
But anyways, to say this to Robert Pattinson was void of emotion. Like he begged. They wrote this movie for him, by the way.
Yeah.
He
Wow.
begged them to be in a movie, their next project, and his passion inspired them to write this movie.
It's like he wanted to be in something so gritty and down to earth and real after Twilight, just to like distance himself as much as humanly possible.
He's been doing that. He's indie boy,
Ready for another wrong person?
I guess.
So fuck you, May, first.
Wrong.
Wrong. Very wrong. Diane Carson with KDHX in St. Louis.
KDHX.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where
So Diane says, Jerry Seinfeld joked that his show was about nothing. Well, now there's a film named Good Time that can keep it company.
Nice. It's Seinfeld reference in fucking 2019 or whenever this came out.
2017.
yeah, when I think of Seinfeld, I definitely can compare it to the anxiety thriller Good Time by the Safdie
Imagine
brothers.
Jerry
I feel like
Seinfeld
Seinfeld would appreciate this.
Yeah.
Like-
Imagine Jerry Seinfeld as Connie in Good Time, you know?
I just
Shut up, Grandma. I'm trying to get our brother out.
Yeah.
here's what I love about the Safdie brothers movies, though. They are about nothing in a way. It's like, is there a beginning, middle, and end? No. There's just the movie and their tragic ending most of the time.
Yeah.
And like, there's not a goal. It's just chaos. And because of that, it puts you on edge. It's a different journey. It's not a structured hero's journey. It's not whatever. It's about nothing. It's real. It's raw. It's gritty. It's chaotic. So that's why so-and-so from Katie Who Gives a Fuck.
Diane Carson.
Oh, sorry. Is that not what I said?
Shouts Diane Carson. No, you didn't say that. You said
Oh,
who
sorry.
gives a fuck.
Oh, my bad. But who gives a fuck, though?
All right. Next wrong person. Chris Knight.
It's Chris Collins.
Yeah.
Chris Knight with the National Post. That's all it says.
National Post.
National Post.
Sounds like a fake website.
Yeah.
whatever that is.
Sounds like one of those
TheNewspaper.org.
.org. It's a website called The Newspaper.
There's a world of difference between a movie that makes you want to rave about it and one that makes you feel like you're watching it from inside a rave.
That is the worst wordplay I have ever heard.
Why did...
And I went to Texas public schools.
There's a world of difference between a movie that makes you want to rave about it and one that feels like you're watching it from inside a rave.
So is the metaphor that he didn't hear it?
Too colorful, I guess.
I hate when movies have color.
1.5 out of 5 stars.
Oh my God.
1.5 out of 5 stars.
You know, you're entitled to your opinions, even if they're stupid and make you a worthless human being for it.
And the last one, Armand White from National Review. That's it.
Another national.
Yeah, national and white don't really go that well together.
National Review. The cinematic abomination Good Time is an unapologetic docu-comedy of low-life cultural autism. Instead of a genre parody, it is hipster neorealism.
How many fucking...
What the fuck?
Did he just... did he write that with a thesaurus? Here's what he did. He hung a thesaurus on the wall and went... blindfold throwing darts at a thesaurus.
He sounds like a movie reviewer from the next GTA game Radio. You know what I mean?
That sounds like a parody of a movie critic, where they try and write him as insufferable as possible.
Yes.
Where they try and go, oh, I'm going to use as many 10-cent words as I can possibly Google.
Fucking
Jesus fucking Christ.
fuck that guy. Fuck that guy the hardest out of all of them.
Yeah.
One more time, a cinematic abomination.
Okay.
Unapologetic docu-comedy, low-life cultural autism.
Hey, run-on sentence.
instead of a Instead of a genre parody, it is a hipster neo-realism.
What the fuck are those words even?
Was that last word even a noun?
Hipster-
Is that a proper sentence?
It is hipster neo-realism.
hipster neo-realism, dude? And that's obvious as a film school person, right?
Thank you, wrong person.
Cultural
Mad.
autism.
Armand.
The fuck is
What
cultural
even? Yeah.
autism?
What do you mean? There's no.
I want to comment on that review and just go, hey man, what do you mean by all of this?
Hey, explain anything.
Hey, break this down for me word for word, what you meant.
He's like, you're too stupid. I don't have
What's
to
the
do
first clusterfuck of two words he put together
that.
again?
Cultural abomination.
There's a world. The cinematic abomination.
Okay, that one's okay. I understand.
If you
that
hate the
one.
movie, I understand.
Yes,
that
go on.
phrase.
What's the next one?
Then unapologetic docu-comedy.
That's just him
Not-
trying to roast it, I guess.
I guess it is it does have the docu feel because it does feel real.
Sure.
But comedy,
Low-life cultural autism.
You know, all those
Low
comedies
life.
about mentally retarded men getting taken advantage of.
yeah. You know all those cultural hyper hipster neo realistic can't even say it. My brain's dead.
Yeah.
You know all those hipster neo-realistic movies about when you get abducted out of therapy and you're mentally challenged. You ever have a dream when you...
Did he just see SLC Punk and confuse that for this movie? Like, what the fuck?
That does sound more like a description of that. Anyways, that's dog shit.
Yep. Shouts to Armand White. Come on the show.
Are we done?
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Fucking idiots.
That was the most insufferable review I've ever heard.
I hate this segment.
It's great.
It just raises my blood pressure.
They're just wrong people, though.
That's
This guy
true.
writes for National Review. The fuck is that?
Someone paid him for that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
National Review, Armand White. Let me say this. Anytime you have night driving, it is automatically cinema, dude.
Even the night driving is like the anxiety's pumped up to 11 because of how tight they are on the car.
Dude,
The
tight,
helicopter.
and then the helicopter backs, or they zoom out, and then it's just a car in a fucking sea of streets and buildings, and fuck, it's beautiful, man.
Doesn't it like make it feel? It's so hard to articulate what I'm trying to say. Hipster neorealism, actually. It's when it zooms out, it seems like he's just a speck in like this chaos.
Totally.
And he's trying to.
It's happening all at once.
It's all this other chaos.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it even more anxiety inducing because like, okay, we're following one person and then you zoom out to reveal 50, 100 cars on the highway and you're like, all those people are all doing their
It's
own
just one
thing.
virus in a circulatory system.
Yeah, it's what it is. Yeah, like it made it feel small and big at the same time when it does those weird shots where it's like, because most of the fucking movie stays right here.
Yeah.
Fucking close, sweaty. You can see every pore.
Right.
It's all grainy and fucking just
Dirty and just gritty and
and then
all that.
And then it does a helicopter shot and you're just like, oh my God.
Benny Sadvey ran the camera for that.
Nice.
That's sick.
Ran the camera for the helicopter shot.
I love how long it held on it too. It
Yeah.
was a night driving sequence.
Yep.
It wasn't like
Just
a
vibey music
Yep.
and night driving. That is cinema
Unreal.
to me, dude.
fucking unreal.
You put that in a movie, I'm there, bro.
Hey, Robert Pattinson's hair started falling out in chunks because they had to dye it black and blonde and black and blonde. And they were switching the schedule up so much.
Jesus.
It started to fall out in chunks. At the end of the movie shooting, he buzzed it, and then that was the mugshot you saw on the TV.
Nice.
The Safdies hired real cops for the mall chase scene, by the way.
Oh, wow.
They had permits to shoot, and they were like, hey, do you want to shut down the mall? And they were like, nah. Just
This
run
is-
through the mall. And the crazy thing is, all those reactions,
Those are people actually shopping.
those are people reacting to seeing a chase, and some people tried to stop the cops. Shout out to those people.
Damn.
So
Like, that's fucking Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Dude, this film feels like it looks independent, but like the biggest blockbuster of an independent film.
Totally.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just a quality independent film
Yeah.
where it's like this, they feel like it looks like they had $100 million.
Yeah. Well, one thing that they said too is that even when they get $20 million to make a movie, they make it like they have $40 in their pocket.
Yeah.
And that's so
Awesome.
fucking sick because
Yeah.
like shooting without permission, cutting every corner they can. They said, okay, the cinematographer has been on record saying they make production the hardest they possibly can, and it shows. It's an energy that transfers to the screen.
That's fucking awesome.
Where it's just like, oh, like you put everyone through hell, but it's like that's
The product you're creating,
the messy
yeah.
product you're
If
making.
everyone's going through the same emotions that the characters are going through,
God.
it speaks volumes. And
The set.
oh man,
the set is probably hellish.
Oh yeah,
For all these movies.
Yeah.
dude. Did you see the Josh Sadfy quote? So Josh Sadfy was the one that ran the camera the entire time and like was mainly directing the actors, but like just about film and like just his. This is the framework of like how their movies are shot and how they're interpreted, and like when we see this as like a like documentary style filmmaking that's like really fucking just micro.
Yeah. Nice.
His quote is, "Movies are against nature. It's the most perverted art form. It's trying to replicate life." Like that's fucking hard as shit, dude. It makes fucking sense, man.
It's deep as fuck.
And it also speaks to like Nicholas Winding Refn, who we're like huge fans of.
Totally.
He calls himself the pornographer of porn,
Of porn.
of film, because it is like a voyeuristic art form.
Yeah, you're pretending everyone's not staring straight at someone trying to do a specific thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, man. And I think that kind of speaks to like their language and like I don't know where that comes from. Like I don't know where all of their influences stem from. Part of me feels like Michael Mann is a huge fucking reason for that because of the way fucking Heat was shot, where they're using like these telephoto lenses and everything is super fucking tight, even though they're shooting from far away.
Yeah.
And like even Thief too. Like, dude, if you watch those back to back, and which I did sort of, Thief and Good Time, it's like, how is this not influenced by one of them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well, they are serious fucking cinephiles. Have
Yeah.
you seen how like they are into all the fucking? They know every subgenre and category and Criterion and fucking French New Wave.
Doesn't-
And
this just
German
feels-
expressionism. They know like they've seen. They seem like the type that spend all of their waking like hours watching movies.
Yeah, just for the sake of logging stuff in the back of their mind to use later.
Yeah,
like
put
this
into their
feels
soup.
Yeah, this feels like a perfected version of Run Lola Run. You know what I mean?
I haven't seen that.
I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen that altogether, but like I know exactly what you're
It's
talking
the same
about.
vibe.
It's just that same fucking dude. Even Natural Born Killers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It has that gritty fucking documentary like
Yeah.
element to it.
so the title "Good Time" is actually prison slang. It's like slang for getting out early on good behavior.
Nice.
And that's technically what Connie is in this movie. Like he just fresh out of prison. I think he's fresh out of prison or jail, right?
Yeah.
And that's like as part of the premise. Like he goes,
This is how he's spending his good time.
yeah,
The time that he earned back from good behavior.
Nice.
yep,
This is what that is. Yeah.
Yep.
And now he's going to jail fucking forever.
yep. Let's talk about the ending real quick.
Dude.
Okay,
Oh my
wait.
fucking
before we
God.
get to the ending, though, that fucking guy, that
Khalif?
he breaks out of the hospital. One
Oh
of
my
One of
God.
my
Yeah.
favorite and least favorite characters in the movie.
It's so well it's like perfectly acted on his part.
Yeah.
He's such a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the type, that person. Everybody
Yeah.
has had that. But he's like they just broke him out. He's beat up. He's just a fucking leech of a person. And then he's like, even when they went to like White Castle, like, just give me a few fucking sliders, bro.
Yeah.
I'm fucking starving, bro.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just like, I fucking hate this guy so much. Like,
And even him like trying to like, well, it's my fucking it's my LSD or whatever that was, acid.
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's like, dude, you wouldn't have that unless I broke you out of fucking prison.
But you wouldn't have anything.
And he's like,
Yeah.
okay, you got a point there. Like fuck you, dude. Like, how do you not think of that?
Yeah.
But he is like a fucking reflection of Robert Pattinson, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even like the other guy where he's like, I'm gonna go get the gun, come back. He's like, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
That guy is so fucking realistic, though.
Yes.
He's like, come back, fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Like,
Someone-
oh fuck, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
that's a street cast thug. That they
yeah,
just
like
fucking,
someone has done that before.
that's a
Definitely.
gang member. They just got off the street.
And the fact that like there's one line where Robert Pattinson is like, I think in my past life I was a dog. They just love me. And then he uses that security guard's big scary looking dog, and it like when you first see that on your first watch through, you're like, fuck, that's a scary looking dog. But then it like loves Robert Pattinson immediately.
Yeah.
Because that's just part of him. I don't know.
Well, I think it's because he was wearing the security guard's clothes.
Ooh.
Because
So it has
when,
a
when he
smell.
walked
He even
in,
puts his arm next to him, like
Nice.
smell
when he
me.
walked into the apartment, he said, "Smell me." You know, it's funny. The Safdie brothers joked about Connie's superpower being he could see 10 seconds into the future.
dude, that is so fucking accurate. Even whenever he turns the corner at the hospital and sees the fucking prisoner right there, like your instinct is to be like, oh fuck, and then turn the other way. He sees him and it immediately has a story.
Yeah.
Like he just goes with it.
Yeah.
And doesn't he reference that like throughout the film where he's like, I don't know what I'm doing, I just fucking do it, and like it's
Something like that.
yeah, I forget the fucking line.
He had a line
It's
about
a lot
it.
more eloquent than that. Where it's just like he just goes with the flow and gets himself out of these predicaments.
Yeah.
And like especially with that cop, where it's like he's obviously looking for his brother and he sees that cop sitting right there. It would be really fucking awkward if he turned the other way after seeing a cop, like, oh shit, I gotta go. Sees the cop and then has a story immediately, dude. That was fucking genius, dude.
Yeah.
And it's not like a story that goes anywhere. It's just like a meandering story
Yeah.
that leads into him going, you want anything from a thing? And then he's able to then get away from the situation.
Right.
Like,
But then also that whole subplot completely flipped on its head when the bandages are taken off and it's the wrong fucking guy.
Yeah,
It's just
dude.
like, oh no.
Yeah.
Now I'm with a stranger instead of a stranger's house that
Yeah.
I've made out with, by the way. Like
who's
this little-
underage?
Who's underage girl I've met, like just the level of like doubling down on everything. It's so fucking crazy.
And how he's manipulating that young girl who, like, it's never outright said, but you can tell, like, she wants his approval in some way.
yeah. She's
Well, he's an
which is
older,
sad.
older boy.
And then also the moment where he goes, "Be right back." Like, I'm just gonna go take a shit in this guy's house,
And he's
then
gone for half an hour.
and then the next time she sees him, he's in a security guard outfit, and he's like, "I don't know who the fuck that is."
Dude,
Yeah.
She's just
and,
like,
like,
"What the
what-
fuck?"
I
This
can't even
wrecking
imagine.
ball human.
Yeah.
Dude, she was fucking incredible.
She was great.
She was amazing.
Rare child
And
acting.
She was like a fucking Twilight fangirl. Like huge.
So she's like, oh my God.
And whenever they casted her, she didn't tell anybody. She was like, yep, I'm not going to fucking mention it. I want this part so fucking badly.
That's
and whenever Robert Pattinson chooses her, he's like, oh no, that's the one. She's great. She's perfect. Because they, you know, like you're saying, they're pulling people off the street. They're casting like randos.
Yeah.
And when Robert Pattinson was like, oh yeah, she's great. That's when she told him like, I'm a huge fucking fan.
That's so
hilarious.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good for her. But yeah, it's, let's see. The guy. Let's get to the ending, but I'm breezing through. But I wanted to talk about that guy a little bit, like the fucked up guy they break out of prison and his whole side story that they go on a side movie to
That
get
was
back
funny.
to like
It was funny.
Yeah, it was like a not a Pulp Fiction moment, but like
It's like a Guy Ritchie moment.
yeah, exactly. It felt very
Aladdin Guy
Tarantino.
Ritchie.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
of Aladdin
Expertly
fame.
done.
Correct.
Of Aladdin fame, yeah. The ending was just so.
Dude, visceral.
First of all, how did the cops get there?
I assume that in some capacity they managed to figure out who the guy was that they arrested, realized his identity.
And went there.
Yeah.
Went to his home.
I'm sure after his fucking acid trip, he was like, or they probably contacted the people that own the amusement park, and they're like, no, that's the security guy. And then he got to tell them, like, yeah, they fucking took my van or whatever. And then, of course, they go to where the car's registered. I mean,
Yeah.
it takes them a long time to do that. It's like
Yeah.
probably 10 or 11 hours later.
Yeah, it's the
until
next
cops
day when
show
that
up.
happens. Yeah.
The cops show up finally.
Just been getting wasted all fucking night.
And the crazy thing is, like, he still doesn't feel close to accomplishing the goal. Like, he still has to flip a whole bottle of acid.
Yeah, yeah.
And not get shot by the guy who owns the acid.
But I think
That's not even gonna fucking give him the
Yeah.
money.
Dude, I think that's fucking actually fascinating that, like, us as the viewer are like, okay, I guess we got to sell this acid now. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you're
You're in it.
like yourself.
It's like side quest after side quest keeps
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, okay, how are we going to get the money for this acid? And he's
Yeah.
like trying to figure that out. But then the movie just sort of ends and you're like, oh shit. It's anticlimactic in the best way that it's like the story doesn't go where you think it's going to go. There's nothing predictable about anything in this
Yeah.
fucking
There's
movie.
no retirement plan for people that live that life.
Exactly. But dude, him falling out of the
Window?
building, the
Yeah.
apartment.
What do you
building.
think that was about? He didn't have to. It had no.
He was
real-
wasted drunk and had no way out and didn't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
Right.
And he said that before. You're like, I'm not going back to fucking jail.
True, but
And his, like, even to a point where he'll jump out of a moving car.
Yeah, he
He's-
jumped out of a building.
No, he didn't jump, but, he's like
trying to get
escape.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
trying to escape, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm not going back to jail. Let me try and escape out this window." And I think he just falls. He's drunk.
Yeah, true.
The gamble is worth more than him than the definite hard going getting arrested.
I
You know what I
understand
mean?
that, but why did they have to write that part? You know what I'm saying? Where
It's
like,
a fucked up movie.
Yes, but like that's the choice to add that in as the movie's already got its ending. He's arrested and being put in a car, and they see him fall out of where it's just like, oh my god, he's just a wrecking ball killing people.
Yeah.
Even and just like that part of it was just like, what is the purpose of it? And I guess the purpose of it is it has no purpose. Is that like the message of it's all chaos type
Well,
of shit? You know,
I
where
think
it's
a
like,
person's death is like the peak of what that anxiety can amount to in that moment.
Well, it's facing your consequences because
True.
Robert Pattinson is the one that like sees it happen, and he's sitting in the squad car thinking about all the shit that he's about to go to jail for. That guy would still be alive had he not taken him out of the fucking hospital.
yeah, but maybe
Like it's the consequences of his actions are personified right there. This guy
That's true.
that he is partially responsible for having out in the world.
Yeah.
just fucking died.
Yeah,
because
he-
he got roped in with him.
And he didn't really seem to care about that guy. And I think the only time you ever see him care about any of his decisions is the last shot of the movie.
Dude.
I think that is
That
like all
shot,
of the
man.
regret
Yeah.
and the slow zoom on his face, I think is the only time you see him start to regret or feel any sort of empathy for the people he's harmed.
Dude.
And it's only because his actions have caught up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a powerful fucking shot, dude. That sells the movie right there.
It's
man.
the poster for most of the movies. Like,
Yeah,
the art.
yeah.
The art.
Oh, yeah.
with his hair all dyed and shit. It's like a living mugshot, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And like even having like the steel grate, like, you know, like still in focus and out of focus. And come on, man. That's tremendous filmmaking. Fuck. What a better, like, there's no better shot in the movie than that.
Yeah.
Truly.
Fucking amazing.
Like, I don't idolize the life of actors or anything, but movies like this make me be like, man, I wish they would discover me and put me in a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just I would love to deliver a not line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that movie. I would love to be bumped into in a mall by whatever they're filming.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like there's no better visual storytelling than just that shot. That encompasses the whole fucking film.
They hold and zoom on it for so fucking long.
Yeah. And the fucking song too on top of that. That
Jesus
fucking moody song
Christ.
with Iggy Pop, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking
Awesome.
sad as shit.
Awesome. And then you get the Benny Sadvi scene where like he goes to like they have him out of prison finally cuz even his therapist is like Khan did the right thing and like apparently he took all of the blame obviously.
Yeah.
And you're like, thank fucking God.
Right.
Like,
But like the fact that it's just a line, I was like, that's great because
Yeah.
that's all that Benny's ever gonna know. He doesn't know. I don't think he'll ever truly understand what Connie did after.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? After that, so it's like
if he has the capacity
all
to
he
understand.
knows is that like, oh, he did the right thing. Now I'm out of jail. You know,
Yeah.
I'm away from scary people. You know,
Yeah. Shout out to all those angels that do
Dude.
that type of work.
For real.
Social work and like
It's
therapists
amazing.
and psychiatrists.
For
and
real.
all those people, especially. Yeah. That's it for me.
yeah, that's fucking incredible.
It's a fucking phenomenal movie if you like feeling like shit.
Yeah. I watched Swan Song and Good Time back to back, and by the time I
Shit.
was done, I was just like,
I wonder why you couldn't sleep.
yeah. Good point, actually.
Is it cinema with Marty Scorsese's? This is probably the easiest round we've ever done. We got to determine whether or not Good Time is cinema. Alex,
Yeah.
Chris,
Do you want to go first? Guy wearing the Alara Pictures hat?
absolutely. Good Time is cinema.
It is absolutely cinema. It's a fucking stressful fucking ride, but boy, is it a well-made, stressful fucking.
Boy, is it a good time.
Oh, yeah. I see what you did because that's the movie.
Our website explodes.
But does it belong in the perfect, only true cinema format of 4:3?
Great question.
Does it belong in 4:3, Chris?
Absolutely. And let me just go ahead and kick this plant for the visual language.
Oh, yeah. All the way through.
We're good. I almost kicked over the IMAX that films the show.
Chris or Alex?
I'm not Chris.
You're Alex.
Who's that?
I'm not Chris.
You're Alex. I'm sorry.
I'm a film school person, and Chris is not.
Correct.
Yes, 4-3.
Josh? Guy in the Alara hat? Yes! Let's go.
Let's fucking go, dude.
That's a 4-3 movie,
4-3.
baby. 4-3 for me. Creative vision all over the fucking place. I like how this... I like how the clap like trails off into such a sad like single person.
Yeah. It's fucking...
Great fucking movie.
Of course
man.
it's 4-3. I own it on Blu-ray. Duh.
Okay, quit bragging. Is it a steelbook?
No, they don't have one.
Okay.
Weird. I
That's
have
actually-
a steelbook.
Oh,
Do
do
you?
you?
Yeah.
Did you craft it yourself?
I
Like a little
did.
Blacksmith.
Yep.
You
I
made
forged
it.
it. Forged it like the Dragon Slayer.
One of one
Yeah.
What is a DMT?
on AlexWilson.com. The dumb movie title, the DMT for Good Time. I have a series of poor decisions, and also Saddie Bros. Instead of
Saddie Bros.
Instead of Safety Bros, it's Saddie Bros
I
because
love
they
that.
directed it, and it's also about two brothers, and it's very sad.
I love that. I'm gonna go with Actually a Bad Time. Alex?
I've got Run Connie Run and
Nice.
Of Mice and Meth Heads.
That's really great.
It's pretty good. All right, fam.
All right.
You guys want to guess budget for this movie?
Oh shit.
Let's try it. What was the budget for the movie Good Time by the Safety Bros? $7.
Yeah.
Let's say $15 million.
That's fair.
$2 million.
Said 15?
15.
I'm gonna go right in the middle. I'm gonna go $10 million to make this movie.
Not the middle, but all right.
Alexa, what was the budget for the movie Good Time?
Good Time cost an estimated $4,500,000 US to make.
You guess two?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
Good job, Alex.
GG.
Leaving me the victor.
Interesting.
Yes.
Available on Netflix, by the way. if
Now you
wanna
get
see
to
it.
do the Robert Pattinson actor game.
Kick it off, baby.
Good time.
The Batman.
Twilight.
High life.
Big fan over here. Fuck, I can't think of a single fucking thing. Robert Pattinson. Did we say Harry Potter?
Not yet.
Okay, Harry Potter.
The Lighthouse.
God damn it.
I'm out.
Water for Elephants.
Ah, fuck.
Damn, I'm out.
That was almost the title.
You were out?
Yeah.
The Rover.
What's
Never
that?
even heard of that.
It's a movie with him and Guy Pearce.
All right. Take your word for it that it's an actual movie, I
Okay.
guess.
If you say so, making up random fake movies just to win games.
Yeah, just like Gunsmoke. Or what did you say?
That's a real movie.
Gunsmith.
Gunsmith, excuse me.
That's a real movie.
Yeah, like Past the Match. Fucking dick.
Those are real movies.
That's the mess.
That's what he said. Alexa, what's the movie Past the Mash?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Wikipedia.org, the film depicts a unit of medical personnel stationed
It's
at a mobile
MASH.
army
just
surgical
the movie
hospital.
It's describing MASH.
MASH.
It's fucking
during the Korean
bullshit.
War.
Pass the mash.
You guys don't know indie movies like I do because I sort of keep an eye out for like new up and coming filmmakers.
What is Past the Mash about?
It's about this family at Thanksgiving that are they're all like they're eating.
Let me guess. It's about mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
What's that one line from Past the Mash?
pass the mash.
Thank you for listening to There Are Too Many Movies. Check out Good Time on Netflix right now. We obviously love it. Shout out to all the...
Or own it on Blu-ray if you're a big five-head.
Right, or own the one of one steelbook.
thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for contributing $5 a month to our Patreon. And we
Thank
love
you, Zoa.
Zwa.
We love you all so much, blood relatives. Thanks for hanging out and being the best community ever. You guys want to say anything?
I'll see you later, fellas.
You fucking dick.
Oh, fuck Doom guy.
Oh.
He's like, what the fuck?
Later, Toads.